Hello and welcome. I'm Brad. I'm Sweaty. That's Si. He's Mikeless. And this pretty much sums up our channel right now. We're still trying to work out the kinks, but we hope you enjoy it. Anything you want to add, Si?
Cue the montage.
Oh my God, what a goal!
Let's get this party started then, eh?
Have you written notes out then?
Yeah, I've got notes written out. I've had to...
Written out? Fucking hell.
Well, because I had this prepped where I was arguing for Ronaldo, and basically we've changed it at the last minute. So now I'm like, so now we're on the same boat.
Fair, because now you've got
You can send me your Ronaldo notes if you want. I'll check if
I think I'll pass.
Hello and welcome back to the footy side of Flick and Mix, where we will have another big football debate. Last time, you saw me battle off against the one and only Scouse legend, Tom Hamblin, where I was forced against my own will to argue that Leeds will be relegated from the Premiership next season. But today, we see Brad taking on our special guest and my good friend of many years. So if you don't mind introducing yourself to the viewers, please.
Hello, my name's Ketan. I'm Simon's friend from Bradford Grammar School, and I'm currently in Valencia, hence why I'm wearing a vest. It's hot as sin. Also, Magnus, if you want to sponsor.
Sponsor?
But we're not actually drinking Magnus out of it. We're drinking water, apparently. So...
no drinking allowed.
Go on.
Well, anyway, thank you for that natural introduction there, Ketan. You've obviously got a knack for being on camera. So, if you're both ready, I have the statement here, which is Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest player of the 21st century and arguably of all time, with Messi being second to Ronaldo. So, Ketan, you will be arguing for this statement, and Brad, you will be arguing against this statement. So what you'll both have up to 2 minutes to put forward your initial points, and then another couple of minutes each to refute each other's points. There's no interrupting between the points, otherwise that will go against you if you do start interrupting each other, and most importantly me. So who would like to go first, or do you want to do a toss-up?
I'd like to go second, if that's cool.
Are you happy to go first, Kate, or do you want to do a toss-up?
Yeah, I'm not a bottle job like Messi, it's right.
All right, bring it on. That's fine.
Right, so I'm going to click it on the timer. You'll have 2 minutes.
Will you give us like a 15 or 10, 15 second like
window to like finish your point?
Let us know when it's about to finish, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Let you finish your sentence, yeah. All right, and 3, 2, 1.
All right, so first off, in the modern day footballing era, one of the most important aspects is being a complete, well-rounded overall player, which is something the scouts looking for nowadays when trying to unearth new talent. And comparing the two players, I think when you combine athleticism, strength, durability, along with their very high skill sets, for me, Ronaldo sails ahead of Messi. He's better and more comfortable with both feet, which is proven by the fact Ronaldo has 17.93% of his career goals coming from his weaker left foot compared to Messi's measly 12%. Furthermore, big game player, Ronaldo, without a shadow of a doubt. You look at it, if you look at hat-tricks, both have a high number of hat-tricks, Ronaldo slightly more, but you look at the games they've come in, 2016 Champions League against Wolfsburg, they were trailing by 2 goals, Ronaldo got the hat-trick and they ended up going to win the whole competition. Similarly, again, a few years later against Atletico Madrid. And then also on an international scale against Spain in the 2018 World Cup. Further on, based on that international theme, international level, Messi is way behind Ronaldo, whether it be just goal tallies, but also contribution to the team's winning silverware. Every aspect is led by Ronaldo. With almost a century of goals, Ronaldo is just 10 short of becoming the highest international goal scorer of all time. Ronaldo likes to call for challenges, which is shown by the fact he's moved from various different teams. He's gone to Manchester United, conquered football in England, won the Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, even the Community Shield, but no one cares about that really. And then he went to Real Madrid, won the league, won the Spanish Cup, won Champions Leagues. He went to Juventus, won the league, etc. You get my point. Meanwhile, Messi, he's not one for challenges. His loyalty towards Barca is commendable. However, it's indicative of the fact he's not looking for new opportunities. He's not looking to challenge himself. Ronaldo holds the record for the most Champions League final wins, record for scoring the most Champions League finals. Okay. And
I'll
also,
cut you off there now.
Euro
Yeah,
2016.
no, thank you. That was your 15 as well. So thank you for that, Ketan. You've some strong points there. It'd be interesting to see how Brad manages to counter some of those points. But it's up to you. Whenever you're ready, Brad, fire away. And your 2 minutes starts now.
Wait, can it start from when I first start talking? Or...
All right, fine. Whenever you want to start talking.
He's lost for words already. He's done.
Yeah, he's done for. He's rolling over.
Okay, so this is about the greatest player of all time, not who's been in the greatest teams, but Messi's been in some incredible teams. But here's the thing, right, is that Messi individually is far superior than Ronaldo. It's not even close, right? So he holds the record for assists, right? He's got 173 assists in La Liga, and that's on top of his goals. He's an all-well-rounded player. Sure, Ronaldo has gone to these other great teams, and he's done well at everyone, and he's done well at every team, and that's why Ronaldo is in the conversation. But this is about individualism. This isn't just about what teams you're in, right? And so Messi has the most hat-tricks in the Champions League ever, right? He's got 8 hat-tricks, okay? So in the Copa America, right, he's Argentina. Well, first of all, he's Argentina's top goal scorer. So we can't say he hasn't done it on an international level. If you're your country's top goal scorer of all time, of course you are. That's just about the team you're in. And so it's all about individual traits. And that's the thing with Messi. It's inarguable, right? Well, the way he can carry a game, you're talking about how Ronaldo can carry a game. Messi can do it from the halfway line. Back in 2007, he single-handedly dribbles the ball across to the other half and scores, right? He can do that. He does it in all competitions, okay? Just because he hasn't gone to other leagues, that doesn't matter here. It's about what we've seen him on an individual level. And on an individual level, he's incredible. That's my point already, but yeah, okay, I've got... But yeah, he's won the Ballon d'Or 5 times as well, right? He's won the FIFA Club World Cup 3 times, right? But once again, this is all about just... Because these are both decorated players at the end of the day. They've both done and won lots and lots of trophies. There's no argument about that. It's just about on an individual level, he is absolutely far superior on the ball. And also, it doesn't matter how many goals Ronaldo scored with his weaker foot. What matters is how many goals he scored. And Messi's just superior in every. He scored 50 goals in one season.
Okay. You hit your 2-minute mark. You've got another 10 seconds if you want to put anything else across.
Well, no, these points are just too good. I don't even need 2 minutes. These are just...
All right, well, that's each to their own. So, Ketan, have you got anything you want to argue back against that from what you've just heard there?
Okay, easy. Ronaldo's got more goals. Yeah, he's got more games, but he scored more goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You talk about international level. How come then Messi announced retirement for international after defeat again in the Copa America again? He hasn't done it. You can't. That's the one thing Argentinians would always hold Maradona ahead of Messi, because Maradona's won a World Cup. Maradona's got them achievements, them accolades. Messi's had his chances. He's had the finals. He's bottled it. Simple as that.
Brad?
What else? No. Also, no, that'll do for now. I'll let him say something.
Let's see what the donkey has to say then. See if he said that'll do. Go on, Brad. What have you got to say?
Donkey.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like you said, right, of course Ronaldo has more goals if he's played more games, right? But in terms of the conversion rate as to how many goals he's played per game, Messi does beat him once again. And here's the thing, once again, right? So, first of all, what you talked about was just argumentative in terms of like, oh, they prefer Maradona. Let's just go get a poll, shall we? Let's go get a poll. We can't confirm whether that's a fact here. That's not something we can debate. We have to debate on purely the facts, right? And the thing is that he is still, without a doubt, right, he's the top goal scorer at international level for Argentina. Right? That's it. That's irrefutable. So it's not his fault that the teams didn't win. There's nothing more you can do when you're the all-time top goal scorer, right? But on an individual level, once again, he's just far superior in almost every way. On a technical level, on the ball, right? Once again, even your point on the goals is kind of defunct because Ronaldo has played more games, so you can only truly judge that once Ronaldo's retired and Messi catches up. But based on what we've seen, right, Messi has the better goal conversion rate, right? He is an incredible footballer, international level as well. Is Ronaldo Portugal's top goal scorer?
Yeah. He's
Right,
literally
exactly.
10 international goals for being the world's highest ever international goal scorer. He's on 99.
Right, he's not that though, is he? You know, he's a.
I'm sure he would have done it with the Euros this year.
But ultimately, these are two very good footballers. But my argument ultimately comes from Messi is that on an individual level, he's just far and away on the ball on a technical level. Even if you was to just look at highlight clips, it'd just show, right? Messi has been doing this for like 15 years. Ronaldo, it took him a few years to get to the level Messi's at. Ronaldo, for the first 5 years of his career, wasn't hitting his stride the same way Messi has done throughout his entire career, right? And Messi does have the most goals in a single season. He has done it year in, year out, and he is without a doubt the best player of this generation, and he is better than Ronaldo on an individual level, on a team level.
I can already do him over again there with that point about how Ronaldo's a slower burner kind of thing. It was the fastest player in La Liga history to reach 100, 150, and 200 goals respectively.
But that was later in his career.
Was all Ronaldo. Ronaldo went.
But that was later.
He played it. He was faced. He won everything in England and was like, all right, what's the next big challenge? All right, Messi. I'm going to go to his league and I'm going to win everything and do it better. And he did. And he did all that and in the Spanish system, in the Spanish league and the cup, while also winning 3 Champions Leagues in a row. And also, like you're saying, I know you made a good point about the international teams. Like, obviously, one man cannot, as in, you said it's not his fault they didn't win them finals. Mm-hmm. However, you can look at what Ronaldo's won, like the main one obviously being the Euro 2016. Before then, you look at going, what, you're about to say he didn't play in the final?
Yeah, so once again, that's a team.
All right, well, I was prepared for that, obviously. So, yeah, he's absolutely cacking it now. That's Euro 2016, obviously, people always say, oh, he didn't even play in the final. Well, he played the first 8 minutes, got hit by Payet. No, played on until the 3rd time he was forced to go down in the 25th minute. He was then forced off. He didn't want to go off. He was in tears. However, if it wasn't for Ronaldo, who equalised and got them valuable points in the group stages, got them the penalty shootout win against Poland, got goals and assists in the semis against Wales, they wouldn't have even been in that final. Mm-hmm. And they were against a better team in France. And also, you're saying how... So what I'm saying, especially if you look at Euros, you look at France pre-tournament, everyone was talking about France, Germany, Spain. They were looking at... Portugal, weren't even really in the discussion. They were just like, oh yeah, maybe. No one really expected them to win it. You look at the Copa America, apart from Brazil and Argentina, and most of the finals they've lost against like Chile or Colombia. They've not even played Brazil. He's had the better team. If you look at, if you showed the teams like the finals he's lost pre-game, you're going, yeah, they'll win that one.
No, a lot of the points raised there was entirely speculation. That's kind of my thing with half this argument. Really, it's just kind of speculation. Well, so and so said that they weren't the favourites to win it. It's at the end of the day, right? We got to just base it on the facts. And Ronaldo, fair enough. He tried his best in the final. He still didn't play the final. It doesn't matter how good he was in the build-up. He was definitely a contributing factor throughout the whole tournament, sure. But if we're talking specifically that final, then, it's at the end of the day, it wasn't him. That was a team effort. At the end of the day, Messi's teammates, unfortunately, for whatever way you want to go into it, they didn't win certain finals, right? But once again, that shouldn't just all go down on Messi. Once again, if you're the highest goal scorer for your international team of all time, there's nothing much more you can do. There's a bit of too much of asking of someone on that part. It's all right for Ronaldo that he's had these other players to just kind of come in and cover him. Sorry, lads, I'm out, I'm injured. Can you play the game for me? Sure, no problem, Ronaldo. We can still win you a final. Messi's teammates didn't do that. No. But once again, on an individual level, Messi is just in every way, he's just vastly, vastly superior. Okay, because ultimately, he does have a better goal ratio. He has better assists, right? And he's done it consistently for over a decade. He's done it for like 15 years, right? Whereas Ronaldo, it took him until he went to Real Madrid to actually finally hit those figures. He still did really well at United, but let's not rewrite history and pretend that he was this world-class player at United that he became at Madrid. The thing was, when you actually look at his goal total, I think in like 5, 6 years, he got like 140 goals. And it's still very good, but that's not greatest of all time. It's only really been in the last 10 years that he's been in that conversation. And even then, like now, obviously, he's at Juventus. Did they win the Champions League last season? No. I mean, the thing is, he got Player of the Year. He didn't even get top in goals and assists. Right? That's just them giving it to because Ronaldo's got a bit of history and respect and he's got a bit of clout. Right? The thing is, Ronaldo's just kind of got this reputation, whether earned or not, that people just you look at him with rose-tinted glasses. But when you actually look at it, when he was at United, he wasn't the player he was at Real Madrid. He was just in a very, very good United side, arguably the best United side they've ever had. Right? When you actually look at the amount of world-class players they had in that squad, particularly in
I think
away.
we'll have to cut that there now because
Okay.
quite some long points there in the end. It was an interesting, fiery argument there. We can both tell how much you love Ronaldo, Ketan, and Brad, you love Messi. It's very clear there. Really tough one to decide on, really. Some really good points made by both of you. And again, you look at how well these two have done the careers, both in league and more for international, I suppose. A little bit more Ronaldo there with some of the trophies he's won. But I see your point, though, Brad, saying that on an individual basis, what more can Messi do? I suppose you could also say the same thing about Portugal as well, in a way, because I saw you, looking at your argument about Portugal. Ronaldo did help Portugal get to the final, and they got to the final. That was probably down to Ronaldo, especially in the group stages where they were struggling a bit. So I think we should just call it a draw, and we'll end it there.
Can't call it.
And it's a really tough one. I mean, both of them have had glorious careers full of trophies.
I did it without water, like a glass of water. I think I should get points for that. That's
You come to Valencia and try do it, then talk to me about water.
It really does come down for me mainly the international side in a way. They both won titles. Messi's won a few more La Liga titles than Messi, but then Ronaldo has a Champions League titles over him. At international level, I can see your point, Brad, of they've got to the final of the World Cup as well. Copa America have struggled in the final, and then Messi has retired 2 or 3 times now as well. Ronaldo, it's such a tough one. I mean, I see with some
also,
of your
I would like to just say, though, that these should be about the arguments and not your opinions of the players. Who you give the title to should be based
of course, that's what I was going to say.
I talked about Messi retiring and all the international titles, though, so he's right.
Yeah. Based on some of the points, some of yours were a bit more factual at times, Brad, for using a few numbers. So was Ketan, you were using numbers as well.
I'm banging out some percentages.
Yeah. And I think on the basis of mainly the international points, because with the league ones, they're both so similar in terms of your arguments, but it was the international where I feel like one of you's just edged it slightly. And I am going to have to declare the winner this week to Ketan. I feel as though that some of the points you made internationally regarding Ronaldo, you managed to
in the comments.
You argued well at first, Brad. Especially about the Euro final. But I got to say, Ketan, you did refute that point back to Brad, mentioning about the previous parts of it as well. It wasn't your best argument, Brad. I'm afraid. I expected better.
Oh, really? Right. Yeah. Wait till you see Tom's argument from last week.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen the Leeds one, have you, Ketan?
No, I'll watch it after this. I don't know, actually. I'm still a bit depressed after Cardiff, so probably not.
Thank you for watching our video. If you want to look professional and act like it too, just see me and where I got this shirt.
And you can pay him absolutely nothing for some free advice on that to look professional.
I don't know how to get you an iron, but I can get you a shirt. That's the main thing.
It comes creased as well, all creased up just for your liking.
Exactly. We've got to keep it personal, just like our videos. And if you like them, like you like this shirt, don't
Then
forget.
please roast Brad.
Yep.
Oh, that as well. See you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.